First and foremost, I just want to say boo on challenges that take place live over 24 hours. Nah, I don't give a shit, really. It's kind of be my cat sort of wandering in around here if you notice. I don't know if you can see her tail. She's, yeah, see, there's her tail. Anyway, I don't really mind. At first I kind of did, because I really, I know this week, one of us in the axis of evil, as I like to call us, have to win HOH for everything to go over smoothly, but I know for a fact that it doesn't have to be me, and I'd rather it not be me. So I've actually kind of decided to throw this competition last night. I was tired as hell, and I wasn't feeling too good. I really didn't know, didn't want to stay up too late. I just had a really bad headache, and I just felt like lounging around and not really working on this HOH. So I started to think about it, and I know that the other two would be highly upset if I just threw it. So my plan is I came up with this lie, which is sort of a lie. Like, I did have a headache last night, but I told them all that at around 9:30 I passed out. See, I was talking to Nick K, and he was like, or I guess I can just call him Nick now that that's all out of the way. I was talking to Nick, and he was going to go away from the computer for a half hour, come back and kick it till about 1 a.m. his time, which would be 2 a.m. my time. And I said, yeah, I should do that too. And then I never came back on. I enjoyed the rest of my night and went to sleep. My plan was, and I told them, and I've been telling everybody in the house trying to make a sob story, that I passed out. I was so tired and so sick that I laid down for a second, and boom, passed out. I don't think it fit too well with Aaron. He was a little upset, but he understands that I was sick, which I wasn't really, just tired and didn't want to do the competition. There's a few reasons why I don't want to do the competition, and I think a lot of people in this game kind of underestimate the value of throwing a competition. See, if you could throw a competition and do it right, you can still sway things in your hand, in your favor. I don't want to be HOH, because if I do this week, the plan is to have Tina and Alyssa go up, and I don't want to put Tina up. I have no problem voting Tina out, but I don't want to put her up, because it really reflects bad on me. I'll get to more of the plan later. Also, I figured if I can screw this up, and screw up this HOH, and only get a little bit of number of points, that eventually, when it comes down to the final three, I can sort of, if I maneuver myself right, I can either A, just go full throttle and try to win the final HOH, which I have a very high chance that I won't. I still would like to win the first part of the final HOH competition to guarantee me a shot at getting the HOH. And I'm also trying to put things in there to make them think that they can beat me, and maybe I'm not such big of a threat to take to the final two once it gets down to the final three, if everything goes as planned. So yeah, throwing this competition, telling a little bit of lies about it. Gotta get back to the lying. I'm a little pissy that Nick and Aaron seem to think that they're the biggest villains in this game so far. I got a lot of work to do to get back on record with that, and it's not sitting too well with me. I want to be the most hated and most villainous person in this game, and hopefully that I can turn things around for by the time I get to the final two. Thinking a lot about the jury. I'm thinking about how many votes I may or may not have. I haven't been talking to anybody, don't worry about it. But just in my mind, I would assume that I would have Todd, Marina's, probably Kyle's, probably Mandy's, Tina's if she's on there. Hopefully Nick D, because he seems to be pissed off at everybody except for me. But you never know. I mean, I can't count too far ahead, but it is getting down there in the weeks, and I gotta start considering all possibilities. So yeah, if everything goes according to plan, the final two on the block this week will be Alyssa and Tina. Aaron wants to vote out Tina, which I'm starting to think might be a bad idea. Alyssa is coming at this HOH full force this week because she's mad and she's pissed off. If we vote her out this week when we have the chance, Tina is not going to be hard to beat next week, and she will also be unsuspecting that she will be going next week over Karen. So I'm going to try to push for Tina to stay, mostly so I don't have to do any sort of dirty work just yet. I feel if I do any outright lying and manipulating where it comes clear that I'm not loyal to some of the people that I said I was loyal to, that at this stage in the game it risks blowing out everything that we're trying to create without everyone sort of knowing we're all working together. I mean, I'm sure suspicions are out there, but I think we're doing a good enough job at making it seem like we're not all getting along exactly, so why would we work together? That's my thought. Maybe I had too much sleep. Oh, so nice last night. Curled up nice and cozy in my bed at 10 o'clock while everyone else was... Which leads me to this. It must be nice. It must be nice to have no responsibilities whatsoever. I heard Alyssa stayed up until at least 2:30 her time last night trying to play this competition. It must be so nice to be 18 years old, not have a job, not have even graduated high school, and really have no repercussions or responsibilities for doing either of those things. That she could just stay up all night and I guess decide not to go to school because, hell, what's another year anyway, right? I just don't understand these. Like, I thought I was pretty fucking lazy sometimes, but some of these people are proving to me that, A, they need more of a life than I need, and that they're way more lazier than I am. So I'm throwing this HOH comp, trying to make it look like I'm not throwing it. That's the gist of things. Get through this week. Even if 2 of us go on the block this week, 1 of us will come off with veto, and then those 2 will still be in charge of the votes. So it's not as crucial of a week as some people are making it out to be. We'll end up controlling the House whether we have HOH or whether we don't have HOH. And that alone is enough to be excited for. And then next week, it gets even smaller. It's 2 votes to absolutely positively. Right, am I right? How many votes were there last? 3 votes. Sorry. No, it took 3 votes to break a tie last week. There'll only be 2 nominees, the head of House, and 2 votes. Yeah, see? Math is not my strong suit. Yes, it'll take 2 votes to effectively evict somebody, so we'll have the power. It's going to be really interesting, and I think that we really can ride this through to the final 3, and then hopefully I can weasel my way into final 2 and become the Big Brother Livejournal 8 winner, which, just have to say, I said it was going to happen at the beginning. And I like to be a man of my word. Anyway, back to trying at this competition to make it look like I'm not a total failure. Take her easy, big brother.